What's going on, everybody? Today I wanted to talk about something I didn't really want to do, but something that was right for the tank. I've got my 125 gallon here in front of me that you guys are seeing. I don't know if you noticed, but we are one fish short. My red Texas, that was pretty much full grown as far as I could tell, from from the tip of his face to the tip of his tail was probably pretty close to 10-11 inches. I mean, the body of his body was bigger than my hand. So I mean, he was definitely pretty big sized. But like I said, we are missing him. And my brother actually bought a 220 gallon tank and was looking for some fish to put in there. And the red Texas just seemed to be more of a bully in this tank than anything. Chasing the red pike, chasing the red devils, the red terror, the jacks. And it got to the point where I didn't want the rest of the fish stressed out over just the one. And they do seem to be a lot happier without having him in there. I mean, you still get the occasional chasing from the other fish, but nothing like what it used to be. I mean, it used to be we'd be sitting down here in the living room watching TV, and you'd be constantly hearing splashing or something like that going on in the tank. But now, I mean, you still get it every once in a while from these guys, chasing each other a little bit, but it's, like I said, it's nothing like what it was. So I just kind of haven't done an update on this tank in a while. And with the little bit of a change that we've had in it, kind of wanted to just let you guys know what was going on. Sorry there's a bunch of particles floating around. These guys just finished eating, so like I said, I'll give you a little bit more of an update here. Red devils are getting pretty big. I mean, that's my hand in comparison to them, but I mean, I know it's not really a good comparison, but they're pretty big. Red pike is still big as well. Wow, these particles are really bad. Should have thought about not feeding them and filming a video before I started filming. Red terror starting to finally put on some good size, starting to get quite a bit bigger. Green terror has definitely colored up a lot more since the red Texas has been pulled out of the tank. For a while there, he was just getting like really dull colored. But like I said, definitely starting to get some more color back in them. Jack Dempsey's, they're all pretty mellow, kind of just hang around. You got one there, 2, and 3. The only thing I've noticed with these guys is they just don't seem to get chased as much. But other than that, not really any change with them. The Madagascar cichlid kind of just hanging out there in the back. I gotta do some more research on these guys because I guess I'm not 100% familiar with them. But he doesn't really, like, he definitely comes out and eats, every time I feed him. But other than that, doesn't really move around the tank a whole lot. I guess he kind of stays more towards this half of the tank. He'll come out, he'll grab a little bit to eat, and then kind of just goes back towards the back corner again. Like I said, I got to do some more research on them. I'm not sure if that's normal for them in a tank like this or not. But I'll do some more research, and maybe one of these days I'll do a species profile on them once I learn more about them. I don't want to do that before I learn more, because I don't want to be giving out false information or anything like that. common pleco, still in there, still big. He's probably, I'd say, I mean, not huge by any means, but I'd say he's probably, sorry about the squeaky toy from the dog, but I'd say he's probably 9-10 inches, maybe 11. But yeah, I guess that's kind of the update on this tank. I'm still running just the power head, one filter, or power head, one heater, and the 2 filters. Still got the Aquatop canister on here and the FX6 down there. Those are the only 2 filters I'm running on this tank. Still, now that I set up the 90 gallon for the electric blue Acara, I did pull 2 of the bigger pieces of driftwood out of here. So I still got the 3 pieces in the tank. And these pieces were brand new when I bought them, and I didn't soak them or boil them before I put them in the tank. So you're still seeing, well, besides all the particles, still seeing quite a few tannins in the tank. So I don't know how much longer it's gonna last, but I'm hoping not too much longer. I'd like this tank to go back to being kind of clear. I mean, you can still see the other side of the tank, like the red tear you see down there is all the way on the far end of the tank. So I mean, you can still see through it. It's just, and it's not like my my 90 gallon African tank where, as long as I haven't just fed them, I mean, you can look through one side to the other, or the way this tank used to be before I switched it over to driftwood. But yeah, there's the update on the 125, and like I said, we're sad to see the Red Texas go, but I think it was for the better of the tank. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week.